You know, isn't it great to have a good butcher's? They're such great value, and also they're always happy to pass on their knowledge. And I've got a lovely piece of red ruby Devon sirloin beef here, and I'm going to show you how to make a sort of summer version of a roast, which is really quick and easy. Let's just have a look though at this beautiful sirloin. So if you look at the fat on the outside of this meat, it's a really good indication that the animal has been grass reared, because you can see that it's soft, creamy and yellow. You can see the quality of this meat by its fat. I'm going to do a summertime sirloin roast. I'm going to serve it with herby Yorkshire puddings and a roasted vegetable salad. It's going to be fabulous. Preheat your oven to gas mark 7, that's 220 degrees Celsius, and give it a good half an hour sizzle in the oven, okay, first of all. But before you do that, you want to, first of all, and it's probably best just to use your hands, just to rub it all over your lovely sirloin, which has been rolled for you, all over like so, all right? All over the eye of the meat and the fat. And then I'm going to use some mixed peppercorns, some pink peppercorns and a mixture of them, and I'm just going to rub that all over the meat, and it's just easier to do it with your hands. And then salt. Get yourself a roasting tin, put it in. The first half an hour is going to be cooked really nice and high, and then after half an hour you're going to turn it down to 160 degrees Celsius, that's gas mark 3, and depending on how you want your meat cooked, if you want it medium rare, then that will be 12 minutes per 500 grams, and if you want it medium, it's approximately 15 minutes per 500 grams, okay? Now you can either do that by timing it, or if you want to be really particular, you can use a thermometer, which is probably what I'm going to do so I can really double check it, but we'll talk about that later on. So that's going to have a 30-minute sear, and I've washed my hands, and now I'm going to show you the Yorkshires. And the great thing about a roast is I've sorted out my meal for 2 days, and I'll talk to you about the leftover beef in a moment. So eggs going in first into the bowl. Time short, you could make this in the food processor if you want to. Plain flour going in, and then I'm going to just add a little bit of the milk. So get it really nice and smooth first of all. And the oil that I'm going to use to cook these in is rapeseed oil. And let's just look at that now. You can see that's really, really nice and smooth. The rest of the milk's going in. And you want it to be the consistency of cream. Single cream, which I think that is. All right, now I'm using chives, but you could use basil if you want to. I'm going to add some seasoning, some salt, a little bit of pepper going in there, and lots of fresh chives. In they go into the batter. Give them a stir, and then just let that sit. The sauce that is going to go with your lovely summer sirloin is not going to be a winter gravy. It's just going to be a very, very simple horseradish and creme fraiche cream. Okay, so this beautiful sirloin has just come out of the oven, and the worst thing you can do now is serve it straight away. You must let it rest for at least 20 minutes. And you can see the dripping in the bottom. If you wanted to, you could use that for your Yorkshire puddings. So this time gives you time enough to sort out everything else. So we've got our rapeseed oil going into very, very hot. This muffin well has been in the oven, so it's really very, very hot, and that's important. So what I'm going to do now is just pour that batter into there like that. Right, these are going to go into the oven. They're going to take about 12 minutes to cook. So what we've got here are some little new potatoes which have been just roasted in a little bit of olive oil or rapeseed oil. We've got some roasted cherry tomatoes which have just had a little bit of olive oil on them, which I'm just going to add onto those potatoes. And maybe some sugar snap peas which you've just cooked in boiling water for a few minutes. And just before I serve the beef, I'm going to pop this back in the oven to heat it through and then add some lovely sugar snap peas and some rocket. And then you're ready to serve. Then your lovely chive Yorkshires. Now let's just quickly do the salad. And then you can add your sugar snaps and add the rocket just at the last minute because it will wilt. And your dressing just going over the top. And just toss that through. The horseradish cream at the ready. And of course now, the red ruby Devon beef. So I promised you a leftover dish using your lovely red ruby beef, and this is it. So this is a dish you can do the next day. It's using rice or wheat noodles. The dressing is made with ginger, soy sauce, rapeseed oil and lime juice. Just pour that over your noodles. Toasted sesame seeds going in. Some raw carrot, spring onion, and if you like a few little sugar snap peas, you can put those in as well. Bean sprouts. I love a little bit of chilli going in there. Lots of lime. Slice up your leftover beautiful red ruby beef. Toss it all together like that. Oh, it smells so good. So this is a sort of oriental style salad with wonderful beef. So pick it up like that with your hands. This is really, really yummy. Pile it into the dish. It's got all those lovely toasted, crunchy sesame seeds. Pile it on the top like that. And then take your beef. And that is a real taste sensation. Finish it off just with a little splash of teriyaki sauce. And a squeeze of lime.